to tell you this, but it's the truth. We as a nation are headed for an economic disaster. This is a story that you should not only watch, but you should also make sure the candidates who want your vote watch as well before they bury all of us. Now, not my words. These are words being spoken by someone who's a very high authority on something like this. The reporter in this is CNN's Jeff Greenfield, who introduces us now to one man who's going all over the country trying to keep our nation from going broke.
Very busy.
That's the goal of this man, David Walker, the Comptroller General of the United States. That's the government's accountant-in-chief.
Daunting fiscal reality.
For the last few years, he's been going around the country telling anyone who will listen that we're headed for an economic train wreck of catastrophic proportions. It's a message millions of Americans heard a week or so ago on 60 Minutes.
Serious adverse consequences.
A message Walker is happy, maybe happy's not quite the right word, to deliver to us as well, that we're spending way more than we're taking in.
Really tough choices are going to have to be made to reform Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, to reform our tax system, and to re-engineer spending.
The problem is you, if you're one of the 78 million baby boomers born between 1946 and 1964. The oldest of you will start hitting the Social Security rolls next year. By 2011, you'll start being eligible for Medicare, and that's when the real trouble begins. There just isn't enough money, Walker says, to cover what the government has promised to do. Now, back in the 1980s, Republican President Reagan and a Democratic House hammered out a fix on Social Security at a time when that system was perilously close to disaster.
We were within weeks of the checks not going out on time.
And now?
Our long-range problem is much worse, and it's very close to becoming a reality because boomers start retiring next year.
And that means some very tough choices, like trimming benefits, or having seniors pay more of their health costs, or raising taxes. But most Democrats want more benefits. And for most Republicans, tax cuts, not tax hikes, are the first, second, third, and fourth commandments. Which is why Walker is, in effect, campaigning with experts from the left, right, and center. His purpose?
Try to make sure that any serious candidate for the president, and most importantly, the two nominees for the major parties, that they make fiscal responsibility one of their top 3 priorities. If they don't deserve to be president. And if they don't, we're in trouble.
Let's see if they listen. Jeff Greenfield following that report for us. Well, the 2008 presidential race has started already, earlier than ever before, as a matter of fact. Let's hope the candidates are, in fact, listening to David Walker's warnings.